Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing good. I realized the other day that I have been here in New Mexico for 3 weeks and you guys are still back in Pinewoods Lake in Missouri, so I need to get you caught up. That week after I left Pinewoods, which was 4 weeks ago, I spent a week traveling to New Mexico and I did video on the different places I stayed along the way, and I will show that to you, kind of a little bit of each little place, and get you to New Mexico with me. So the first place when I left Pinewoods, I went to a park called Allen, I think it was called Allen Memorial Conservation Area. These are all free campsites. I had never been there before. It was way off the beaten path, and it was really nice. You'll see in the video until about 6:30 that night when everybody got off work and all the locals came in, pickup trucks, and I ended up breaking a rule, which is never drive at night, and I left and drove for about an hour on the backcountry roads to get to Conway Rest Area in Missouri. It was fine. I mean, it was just like really bombarded with tons of pickup trucks and people and stuff, and they were all nice and everything, but I was not in the mood for bonfires and beer drinking and crowds, and I ended up just leaving. I probably could have stayed, but I just left. Conway, on the other hand, it was just a rest area. It's a really nice one in Missouri. I think I'm talking Highway 40. Let me check. Hold on a minute. No, that would be Interstate 44 in Missouri. It's just before Springfield. Anyway, there was like 25 other automobiles there, vans, RVs, and I didn't know it. I slept like a log with the highway behind me and everything, so it was a good move. It ended up being a good move, which also put me real close to Joplin, Missouri, a place that I wanted to stay. So the next morning I got up and I went to Joplin, and I was going to stay at the Cracker Barrel there. But I wanted to do a little shopping. I checked out, they had some thrift stores and some bookstores, and I had fun. Plus I did my laundry. But I had a really good time in Joplin, and I stayed overnight in the Cracker Barrel. And then things were going to turn really cold, and I had planned to stay at a campsite in Oklahoma that I had stayed at during the winter last year. It was called Tallahassee Loop. But the weather was going to turn really cold at night, so I decided instead to just go to my brother's house. He lives in the Oklahoma City area. So that was quite a surprise to him, because I called him, it was a Sunday morning, and I said, brother, I'm going to be at your house in like 3 hours. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, what was cool was one of his daughters is living out of town now, and she happened to be coming in town, and they were going to have a little get-together at my other niece's house. And I haven't seen them all in forever. I've seen my brother, but not my nieces. So I ended up getting to go to that and getting to see the girls and their kids and everything. So that was really neat. And then that was one time I did over 3 hours to get there, by the way. I don't normally drive over 3 hours. But when I get really determined, I'll do it. And then from there, I got up the next morning, and I'm so glad I went. My brother, we weren't sure whether we would be able to see each other, because they were leaving town and all this, and I wasn't supposed to show up for a few more days, and they were going to leave town, and they had all kinds of things happening with her mother and stuff. So that was really cool. I got to spend time with my brother. The next morning, it was just overnight. The next morning I got up, and my brother offered to take me to a really good used bookstore over there, another excellent bookstore. So, that's the one I found. See this author, Robert Cross, I think his name is. I read him years ago, his older books, like Stalking the Angel, and Monkey's Raincoat. These are like really 1980 books. I didn't have the books anymore, hadn't read them in like 20 years, and I was looking on the internet the night before, and and it had, I looked up because I wanted to read those old books again, and I couldn't find them on Amazon. They would have cost me a fortune, like $9 a piece. I walked into this used bookstore, and he took me to this used bookstore and where he lives there outside of Oklahoma City, and it had 7 of his old books, all except for the one, Stalking Angel, I think it was called. But they had all of them. It was 7 or 8 or 9 books. It wasn't the cheapest place in the world. It was like $3.99 for a used book. But you know, I was like, I'll never find these. I've been looking for these things for a long time, and I'll never find them. I ended up buying them all, and I have read them. They're I'm done. I went through them all. Really, really good books. And these were his original Monkey's Raincoat, and I forgot the names of some of the other ones. Anyway, here's his name. It's Robert Krauss. And I got to get some of his newer books now. I'll have to see if I can find those anywhere. Okay, I'm sorry, I got off on that. I love books. But, so then I went from my brother's to, Black Kettle campground, free campground. It's near Cheyenne, Oklahoma. I have never been to western Oklahoma before, and I just love it there. This was kind of off the highway too, but the landscape was just so cool. And I'm weird. I love grasslands. There's just something about them I really like. So this was a beautiful rolling hill grasslands, and I really loved being there. After I left there, I ended up staying there 2 days, and after I left there, I went to Amarillo, Texas, and I ended up just staying the night in the Amarillo Travel Information Center, or Information Travel Center. I don't know what it was called. Really cool place. So, okay, to the point. I'm going to put those little videos, little clips from each of those places together, and I'm going to get you to New Mexico with me. May not be right now, but we'll get you to New Mexico in this video. So thank you so much, by the way, for your everybody's love they've given me. For Sam. It's appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay, on with the video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. I certainly picked a place to stay that's out in the middle of nowhere. Huh. I think there's a creek over there. We'll look at it in a minute or two. Kind of fields over there. And a very empty campground. It's free camping. It looks nice enough. I'll have to check and see what creek this is, or river, or what. It's pretty big. Pretty wide. Probably some river. Oh yeah. Oh, this is nice. Imagine it's a nice place to fish. is a glamorous world. This is a beautiful campground here. I noticed when I pulled in here last night that there's a path back here. Let's take a look. Now this is a national grassland, so these trees are very nice, but they're not everywhere. That's what I like about it. It's got like a little grove of trees right in the middle of the grassland. There's some, looks like steps going up here. It's kind of steep. No railing. I think I need to concentrate on this. Okay. Okay. Wow. I wish the sun was out a little bit. And the trucks going down the road behind me is really ruining the shot. Oh well. So much for the sounds of nature. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, what's that over there? Yeah, so they have some more campgrounds down there. A lot of tent camping sites. Okay. What's over here? Let's head back to camp. Guess what? We're in Texas. Pause that if you want to see the birds. There's the van there. I kind of wanted to park away from everybody, but under a light. It's supposed to be pretty safe here. Let's see what else we got. Okie dokie. Yes, I noticed every place you stop in Texas has warnings on the rattlesnakes, which is fine. So this is the women's restroom. Very nice, very clean. This is the overnight one that's open all night long. The building closes down. The one in the building closes down at night. Handicap. So, yes, very nice. And the ceiling's nice.
Oh, cool. A map. And this travel guide. I think that's just the advertisements, isn't it? Let's go with these two.